nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Tight end. There you go.
From the gun, Winston. And the catch good. It's Eifert. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. He's got daylight. The 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, LA! He returns the kickoff and even 90 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch. And you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go!
The Bengals drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Jameis now on first down. Got his man, it's Eifert. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Ooh, the juke. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Ready. Black, look at that.
A first down throw for Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
To try again after the sack. Winston. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. Jameis to throw it. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Protein spill. Check, check. 49, check 49, check 49, check 37, check 37. Now.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing, Winston. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. After one, a 14-3 ball game. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun. Winston dumps it off to Mixon. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Winston now to throw on first down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking him. So that
he rifles one that's intercepted. picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he will score. Touchdown, LA.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Double tight. Even. 4 down. Even. Check number 6.
Here's Winston. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. 3rd down here.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Winston being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Desmond King picks it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on. Bravo. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Come on, boy. Ready.
Off play action. Reinhardt. Completes it to Austin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, you think he loved the protection he had there all kinds of time.
And you're so right. How could you not love that? Great protection. The big guys up front really locked in on it. No one gets near the quarterback. He's got all the time in the world to survey the field and deliver for a first down.
And the big boys up front, a big reason why they're also winning, too. Completes it to Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Let's go. 8-3. 57 to Mike. Here we go.
To throw on second down. Reinhardt toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target, and it's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Hey, exit. 57. Mike, let's go.
Operating from the gun, Reinhardt. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Julio Jones. His second touchdown on the season. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the 27, Winston. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Call it a loss of 8 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G.
Now Winston. He's got his man, Boyd. 23 yards, the final tally.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know who their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Let's go.
First down, Winston. Going right side here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Winston. To the left side here for Eifert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight.
And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. The Charger drive about to get going. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Ready? Black 22. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Let we go.
Following the interception, Winston. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. The first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. To throw, Winston. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
51 the mic, boy. 51.
Winston now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Bullock's kick is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. To throw is Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
They go play action here on first down. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held him in check on the scoreboard. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Let's get it. 26 Mike. 26 Mike.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's White. And some space here. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Greystone travel. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Back, back, back. Go. Back mine. I got him. Let's go.
They go right back to White here on first down. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check 9, check 9. X3, 218, chopper.
Here's Grant. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Ready, ready. 50, plant. Hey, my 7. My 52. Watch the run, watch the run. 52 is the mic right here over there, right? 52 is the mic. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the get.
From the gun on 3rd down. Reinhardt going, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. He's turning in a heck of a game. He's creeping up towards 200 yards, a pair of touchdowns now to go along with it.
There's so many things we can talk about in his game because we're seeing it all from him. But I love his vision. He's seeing the holes develop. He's seeing holes develop before they actually open. He's making sure he's getting to the right places, very decisive in his cuts, but his vision has been the key to all these big runs in this game.
And on that last long run, we got a pretty good look at his speed as well. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Winston. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Eifert, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
Here we go, here we go. 10 Lobo. Take me out. Here we go. Go. Snap.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Reinhardt. He finds Austin complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now a give, right side. It's Grant, and he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Here's Britton Colquitt now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Ross on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Winston. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
I got you, son.
back to it after the pick six. Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. Now Winston. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Calais Campbell able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, here's Mixon. It's a gain of 7 on the ground, but they'll be faced with third and long.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Jameis to throw it. Got his man. It's Eifert. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 40. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. He got 29 yards that time.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for, but it's going to be second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at third and 10. Open man is Ross, complete. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. The field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. Winston to throw for it on fourth. The quick slant caught. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And they will take a knee here. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So deep trouble here, backed up to their own 1-yard line for second and long.
Hey, wahoo! Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. All you get is the headache.
To throw from his end zone. Reinhardt completes it to Austin. And they'll get him down up past the 15. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
18 gated. Let's go, D. Single, single. Single, single. Hey, Delta. 86 to man. Shoot.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He completes it to Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, with a